That 2-3 shift is so good. Oh my God. Welcome everybody. Welcome to a drive in a 1998 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5. So this car is absolutely gorgeous and one of the best looking cars around as far as I'm concerned, and as JDM icons go. I put it quite high. I've always had a soft spot for them. So this one is also a bit spicy. It's not stock. So in terms of mods, we have an E85 tune, the BC Racing coilovers, the BRRA series, a Plasman intercooler, a dump pipe, an exhaust, the Cobra Racing seat, as you can see in here, a few gauges and everything like that, an Exedi heavy clutch, a catch can, and obviously some aftermarket wheels. Now, normally the wheels that this car is on is a set of semi-slicks, usually either a CRS or an 8009, but because we just got fresh tires for it, it's currently just got shitty street tires on because there's a track day this weekend that we want to take it to and didn't want to put the unnecessary Ks on the street tires. So for today, we're running the Potenzas, and as you can see, they definitely don't have the most amazing amount of grip and tread left, but it's enough, it's plenty. So this car, with everything that's been done to it, it's making a little bit more power than stock. It's making about 40 to 50 kilowatts at the wheels more than stock, so it ends up being about 100 wheel horsepower, which is just perfect for the driving experience and really kind of just wakes everything up a bit more. So yeah, I'm excited to take it for a drive. It's been quite a while since I've driven this car and see what we think. Awesome, let's go. Whoa, fuck. All right, so what makes this car so good in the first place, I guess? Well, you got a couple of things. You've got something that's lightweight, no nannies or really no assists. There's no traction control settings in this. There's no ABS settings. There's no different like maps or modes. You don't have to click 85 different buttons. You get in the car and it is raw and gives you everything from the get-go. And the way this car was built, it weighs in at about 1,450 kilos, right? So for something with all-wheel drive, that is incredibly light. To give you perspective, an E36 M3, which is a very light car, also weighs in at 1,450 kilos. So the fact that this, which has 4 doors and all-wheel drive, weighs in the same as a lightweight 2-door sports car from the same era really tells you how much they managed to cut weight and focus on performance. Now, the origins behind this car was to be a rally car. So it was built with the idea of entering into the WRC, the World Rally Championship, which they had done previously with the Evo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and had great success with, and they continued to get incredible success with this car as well. This car, in Tommy Mäkinen's hands, beat out Colin McRae in the Subaru 22B and Carlos Sainz Sr. in the Celica. So that was kind of the competition that this car went up against, and it absolutely destroyed. It's so good. It's so good. It just, oh, it doesn't feel like you're driving a car. It feels like you're piloting a rocket ship because you have, oh my God. The way the all-wheel drive in this works, it gives you so much confidence and so much grip everywhere. Even with the shittier tires on, you just can push this car so much, and it is so fun to drive. It is so light. The weight balance is 50-50. And there's a reason why it won the rally championships in the when they raced it in the RWC. This doesn't share a whole lot, to be honest, with the rally car. They literally just share a chassis, and that's really about it. It's arguably the most important part of the car, and you can feel it, right? It is just so dialed, and it has short gear ratios, so you're just, every time you click a new gear, you find boost, and then you click in another gear, and it is such a engaging and visceral driving experience that I never get tired of driving this car. I love this car. This has got to be one of my favorite cars that I've ever driven. Every single time I drive it, I remember just how much fun it is. Now, in its stock form, with the stock seating and stock suspension, it is quite good at being a road car. It does actually make a great, you could daily it. It does make a good car. This one, not so much, with the E85 tune, the stiffer suspension, the heavy clutch, and the race seat. It's not actually that enjoyable to drive it on the street. Like when you get stuck in traffic, it sucks, it's terrible. But when you get it up to the hills, it's gorgeous, it's so good. It's just so responsive and so light. You turn in and everything that you do, it registers, and the bite and the turn in is just incredible. Like, if I think about the two most recent cars that I'd driven before this were the 370Z and the M2, which are both incredible cars in their own right. They're nowhere near as responsive and aggressive as this thing is, because it just, and this is by far the fastest out of the three on track. We've driven all three on track in compared lap times, and this thing is seconds ahead of the others, which makes sense. You've got all-wheel drive and you're light, but I never get over how incredible the steering feel is and the feedback is in this car. It feels so small. It makes you feel like you know exactly where every wheel of the car is at any point in time, and you don't have a single blind spot in this thing. And that's what I think makes it such a fun, I won't say easy because it's not an easy driving experience, but such a fun driving experience that is so addicting, because it's so easy to know where you are and where you're positioning the car. All right, let's talk pros and cons and final thoughts on this car. So, cons, it's an old car, so it's got old car problems now. This thing's going on almost 30 years old. So if you're buying one, bushings are gonna be fried, their stuff is gonna be leaking, you're gonna need to replace stuff like you would with any car of this kind of era and generation. That's just some of the negatives that come with an old car. The transmission in Evos has also been something that I've personally had problems with. We've had them in this Evo 5 and then in the Evo 10 as well. This is the second gearbox that this car is on, and it shouldn't be on its second gearbox. It's running a little bit more power than stock, but nothing that will damage the gearbox. So, and we still had to replace one. So I'd say just be mindful of the gearbox and watch out for them in my personal experience, the stuff that I've noticed. But other than that, all right, let's talk about the pros on this car. Relatively cheap for what you're getting, as far as I'm concerned. Like, I think this is the best way to spend 50 grand. If you're gonna spend 50 grand on anything, you can get a nice version of one of these for 50, a really clean example, and I think it's the best way to spend that kind of money. If you're planning on tracking a car, it ticks every single box. If you just want something that's fun and that's different and that sounds really good, you've got that as well. And it's so dynamic and so raw, but it's not that difficult to drive. So it ticks a lot of boxes and appeals to so many people across the board, which is what I think is so special about it. So overall, I would give this car, if I had to rate this car, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. I feel like third gear does run out a little bit and could do with a bit more power in third gear and go with an aftermarket turbo just to keep it kind of, it rolls off a little bit towards the end. So a bit more power in third would be nice. And a bigger gas tank, but that's just if I'm being picky for the sake of being picky. But man, this car is really, really nice. Really, really enjoyable to drive. So yeah, thank you guys for coming along for a drive in the Evo 5, and let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Thank you.